Ready, let's get this next individual up here. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
Hey, Parper. 30.
Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I do, man.
Okay, if
What's
you
up,
could go back
Parker?
in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
There we go. And we're
Donald
up.
Trump.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
And the stream is actually
Yeah.
up this time.
So just as of recently, I wholeheartedly condemn the unaliving of Renee Good and Alex Preddy.
Hey, W.
I think that those are not just unalivings by any means, and I think that those ICE agents should be held accountable. I did see Trump, and I hope that he goes to the full extent of the law to have these people held accountable, but obviously condemn those unalivings himself and say that he does not support that. However, he does support our federal law enforcement as a whole. I think that on a state and federal level. And so I agree with that. And I do support ICE as a whole entity. Obviously, with any law enforcement agency, there are bad eggs, and I'm fully aware of that. And I think recently we've been seeing that a lot more, especially in Minneapolis. But yeah, as a whole, I support ICE, and I believe that obviously since 03, they've been doing their job to a pretty good extent.
So, I have a few things here. Why did it take Trump so long to do this, and especially with his administration defending it? Like Christy Noem saying that Alex Preddy was a domestic terrorist.
As far as Trump goes, he's not very informed as to what's going on until he gets like thorough information. So I'm actually proud of him for the fact that while his administration was calling these individuals.
Oh, he just blacked
Sorry,
out.
brother, I just got a call. While he was getting this information from his administration that these individuals were domestic terrorists and you know that type of rhetoric, he actually didn't like perpetuate that to an extent after he probably got the proper information.
It's because of the backlash. So, like for example, today, right? We literally, or from yesterday, we saw
there we go.
Trump
YouTube chat is up. There we go.
Post a
long
video
enough.
that had within it a Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, specifically their faces on pictures of apes. Right?
Whoa!
And trying to make fun of them, and that specifically existed, and they tried to defend it. Like Caroline Leavitt literally defended it this morning,
and said
then they deleted it before Eastern time noon.
What
and then said it was some White House staffer.
What was the context? Like,
there shouldn't be a context to that. It's racist. Either way, it's racist.
Like, what were they? What was the reason for the? Like, you said that they were defending the video. What did they say?
Like, oh yeah, I'll tell you exactly what Caroline Leavitt said because I didn't see.
I'm asking.
See, and that's the crazy thing. Like, oh, whoa. So why did they say it though? Why did they do it though? Was it just a joke? No, fuck it. It's racist, regardless of what the fuck it is. It's these fucking far right motherfuckers that are pushing the fucking rhetoric of how fucking crazy the left wing is and how crazy Democrats and liberals are. But they're the ones pushing the craziest shit, saying the most racist, wild fucking shit. They're the one who wanted fucking weapons, but now that people are carrying weapons wherever they go, now they're trying to say you're a criminal because you have a fucking weapon on you. What the fuck? Like, choose your fucking battle. Choose your fight. It just don't make sense to me. It don't.
An internet meme video depicting Donald Trump as the king of the jungle and the Democrats as characters from The Lion King. Please stop the fake outrage and report on something today that actually matters to the American public. That's what they said originally, and then they later said that it was a White House staffer that posted this.
Yeah.
And that's okay to have people in the White House post fucking crazy shit like that.
That sounds like they're changing their approach based upon the backlash that they get, because they had significant backlash even amongst Republicans within Congress that led to them switching their position and trying to provide excuses for it.
I would probably lean towards the fact that it was a White House staffer and somebody that was part of like the social media team that threw that video out, and not like Trump giving the green light to say that I like this, I want to be king of the jungle.
Then here's my question: why did the press secretary defend it? And why does a random White House staffer have access to the Trump True Social account?
And why were there also about 50 videos posted? Because this wasn't a one-off. This was during a spree of reposting and posting videos.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't agree with that. So I'm not pro any of that.
That to me seems like they're changing their approach when they got a bunch of backlash.
Yeah, I that could be very true. I would assume so. But my question to you, I guess, is like, would you have considered Alex Preddy a peaceful protester?
Yeah. The video 11 days prior, you have to look at those events as separate.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't look at them the same.
Yeah, so with Alex Preddy, bro, period point blank, yes, he might have gotten in trouble or got into it with the cops fucking 11 days before. But that still doesn't justify the fucking fact that he was murdered in plain fucking daylight without a weapon on his fucking side. They took his weapon and killed him on his fucking stomach. Bro, sitting on his stomach, shot him in his fucking back and in his head, the back of his fucking head. Do not tell me that was a just murder. There's no way you can say that's a just murder. Period point blank. And then we got the DOJ and the Trump administration fucking defending it, like, and then there's people, everybody in the world of fucking Republican and anybody that just likes Trump. They just think he
did offensive.
I don't know. It's a cult, bro. It's a fucking cult.
That's in the video in which specifically, like, he kicked the taillight of the ICE vehicle. He was treated. He was treated with literally less violence from those agents in that scenario, even though he was more agitating, right, than in the second video when he was completely peaceful.
Yeah. Okay, well, I would say the second video he wasn't completely peaceful.
I would say he was, because he was simply just doing, trying to be like in between, the agent and between a woman that was being unjustly pepper sprayed, and he was trying to stand up for a woman specifically that was literally just violently pushed by the agent.
Yeah, no,
no offensive gesture was made, no harm was. Caused to any of the officers.
He put his hand on an officer.
The question I would have is, because your point of driving home whether or not he was or was not peacefully protesting. The question that I would have is, what level of quote unquote non-peaceful protesting do you think is justifiable for murder?
Yeah, like where's the line?
Yeah.
So I would say like assault on officers.
Okay. Do you think that he assaulted the officers?
Not to the extent where he should have been unalive. Like I said,
so then I guess that's a moot point, right?
Yeah, brother. Did you hear me say that I don't agree with?
No. I know you said that, but then you're speaking on points that actually undermine your actual statement, right?
Not at all.
Talking about leading to the actual justification and speaking whether or not it was or was not a peaceful. If he was protesting peacefully, like you're saying you don't agree with it, but then you start to question whether it was or was not peaceful.
No. I'm trying to deliberate between like what we classify as peaceful protests and that those should continue versus non-peaceful protests where it comes to like crossing the line into rioting and obstruction. And I'm testing. I just want to see. Obviously, we both agree that both of them should not have been unalived. That was the line that was crossed, and it went too far. Based on any of their actions, it was not justified. However, there's a difference between peaceful protesting where you don't put yourself in that situation at any time, right? Like 0 out of 10 times that would happen, versus the chance of that happening exponentially increases when you go from peaceful protesting to obstructing and rioting.
Right. Well, the issue that I have when people start talking about protesting is the point of protesting is to cause a disruption in daily life, right? Whether it's stopping the flow of revenue being generated, whether it's stopping the flow of traffic, whether it's stopping just the normal function of everyday life. I think the only way that a protest can actually have any type of impact is if it causes discomfort in one shape or the other. Like standing on side of the road with a sign isn't an effective form of protesting. And so while I don't advocate for violence and I don't agree with violence, I understand that at times, depending on what happens, violence may occur, right? But even with violence occurring, I don't see the actual level being raised to the fact of or the point of murder, and even more so, I think that the people who are empowered by the federal government bear the burden of responsibility to ensure that if there is ever a case of lethal force that's used, it is the absolute last resort, not an option. And that's the problem I have.
Okay. So I think then the kind of difference in opinion here is your definition of peaceful protesting and mine. And like, I would say you yourself are a peaceful protester. You get on here every day and you advocate for marginalized communities, and you speak to people and you debate, right? And you say your stances. That's peacefully protesting. the Trump administration. Parker, you do the same. Level that up, going out in person, right, with a sign, standing on the side of the street, impeding traffic, stopping the flow. To your point, right, that would be peaceful protests as well. When you start getting in and assaulting vehicles and creating property damage, that's where I would say it's no longer peaceful protesting, and it comes to obstruction. So
I don't care
guess
about
we just
actual property damage versus
I know you
human
don't.
lives.
I know you don't.
Wait,
Because
like,
you probably
also,
were all for the BLM riots as well.
Also,
whoa, that was racist. Somebody, you're for the BLM riots. What the fuck?
Can we please like address this real quick? I think that one thing you're not taking into account is, one, that Donald Trump literally pardoned violent rioters on January 6th who beat police officers. The Democrats haven't done that themselves. They haven't supported any of the violence that the people have engaged in. Name a single Democratic lawmaker that has run for president that specifically supported any of the violence that happened in any of these protests.
Sorry, Parker, were those protesters imprisoned?
Yes.
For how long?
Wait, which ones are you talking about? Like, which one? I'm talking about which event?
Like J6, like the protesters.
You say
insurrectionists?
You mean the insurrectionists? Literally, like the violent rioters?
Yeah. So
they were.
How many of those rioters? How many of those rioters were violent?
I'd have to look back at the number. I know there was 140 cops that were injured. It was, I don't remember the exact number.
Were there any,
or how many people were violent?
No, how many people were violent? Were in prison as well for 4 years, upwards of 4 years.
Did they try to overthrow the United States government?
No.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they literally did.
They literally did. They were a part of the entire effort to overthrow the United States government.
Okay.
Like,
wait, can you acknowledge that Donald Trump
were they successful in doing so?
Can you acknowledge that Donald Trump did pardon violent rioters who beat police officers on January 6th?
Can you repeat that question?
Can you acknowledge that Donald Trump did pardon violent rioters who beat police officers on January 6th?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so then why are you okay with that, given that Democrats who ran for president never did that and never pardoned any of the violent rioters?
What violent
rioters?
What violent rioters were imprisoned under the administration that you're referring to?
Are you saying that the Democrats prevented rioters under their administration from being put in prison?
What BLM rioters were imprisoned for
Didn't that happen under Trump's administration?
Which ones were imprisoned?
Didn't that happen under Trump's admin?
What, the BLM riots?
Yes.
Did it? What year? I thought that was
2020.
It absolutely did.
What was that? 2020?
It absolutely did. It absolutely did. And one thing that I want to call to the attention, since you actually threw it back there. Hold on, no. Let me say this really quickly.
Okay, not
because you was like, "Hey, Santana,
you're the one.
I bet you agreed with the BLM riots or whatever." First and foremost, I don't give a fuck about that, honestly, because the reason why people were actually quote unquote rioting when it came to BLM is because we watched a man get murdered on national television. The reason why the people who on January 6th tried to overthrow the fucking government is because they believed a lie that their daddy told them. Those two things are not the same. And no, I don't care about the actual property crime that occurred from people getting fed up by watching a black man murdered and nothing happening.
I know, man. You don't care about the small businesses that were destroyed and burned to the ground.
Property crime. That people have insurance.
Yeah, these small businesses, like, okay, so
wait.
Can I show you? Hold on.
Wait, pause. Can you admit that you can't reference a single presidential candidate specifically that has supported any of the violence?
What are you talking about, dude?
You can't reference a Democratic presidential candidate that supports the violence, but you support a candidate that actively does pardon the violence himself. So it's actually hypocritical for you to sit up here and act like we're the ones that are okay with violence.
Tim Walz.
What did Tim Walz do?
What do you mean? He's advocating for the violence.
No, he's not.
He loves it.
When did he do that? You're just
He's
lying.
not condemning it. He's not condemning these.
He's condemned the violence over and over and over again. What are you talking about?
He's condemned the protesters that are going out and obstructing and causing property damage. He says, guys, maybe we shouldn't do that.
He has condemned people from committing violence, yes.
Bro, what?
Yes. I don't know. You're just like lying right now. You're just like lying right now.
No, I'm not. Can you show me?
Yes, you are. Because you have no arguments. You had to literally say that Tim Walz was doing this. And by the way, let me clarify. Tim Walz wasn't even the presidential candidate, just to clarify as well.
He was the vice presidential candidate.
Yes. Yeah. So, and again, so you're comparing the president to a vice president that doesn't have as much power as the president. Even if that were true, which it isn't.
It's still a presidential candidate, whether they're vice or primary.
He wasn't a vice presidential candidate, genius.
It's still a presidential candidate, Parker.
No, it's not. Oh my God.
Yes, it
you know the difference between the vice president and the president. Oh my God.
Absolutely. The vice president is just the deciding vote between the Senate, and they can.
But they're different. The vice president and president are different positions. Do you agree?
I get it. They're still both presidential candidates, Parker.
Okay, well, I don't think that you were referring to it as the presidential candidate. I would refer to it as the vice presidential candidate. But let me just clarify real quick. Okay. Let me just clarify real quick. Now, again, even in this respect, that's not true. Nowhere can you mention that Tim Walz specifically engaged in a quote that supported violence happening. Give me a quote of Tim Walz supporting violence.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
And also, wait, before you grab that, just an FYI, you can actually look at KTTC, which they have the full speech of Governor Tim Walz addressing Minnesota 1 week after Minneapolis woman was shot by ICE agent. And one of the direct quotes says, indeed, we, as hard as we fight, will fight in the courts and in the ballot box. We cannot and will not let violence prevail. He literally was condemning violence. He said, you're angry, I'm angry. Angry is not strong enough, is not a strong enough word, but we must remain peaceful. He literally said that. Literally a direct quote.
You see what I mean? Like, Democratic lawmakers will literally have no fucking diverting off of that specific position, and yet they'll get branded as the individuals that are promoting violence, while the Republicans will support people who literally pardon violent rioters who beat police officers and called them patriots, and will just completely overlook that and then try to brand us as the ones that support violence. It's insane. It's absurd. While the President of the United States called for the execution of some Democrats because they said to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders. Insane. Not only has he pardoned violent rioters who beat police officers, but he literally has also called for the execution of some Democrats because they said to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders. It's fucking absurd to call us the violent ones and to completely ignore all of the violence not only engaged in but supported by the Trump and his administration. Jacob, thank you for the $10 as well.
Black Jay,
thank you very much. Ruben, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Felicia, thank you so much for the $10 as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Absolutely, it's incredibly important. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I used to do lives on it specifically. But yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Again, if you're on YouTube, for the 4,900 people who are here on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Let's try to get to 3,000 likes. I would really, really, really appreciate it. I think right now we're currently at 1755 right now. Let's try to get to 3,000. I'd really, really, really appreciate it. I think we easily could. All I have to do is close out of the chat and just click on that thumbs up real quick. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. Keep tapping that screen. Each time you do it, it adds to it. You can do it more than once on TikTok, and it'll help get it out to as many people as possible. Let's try to get to 1 million likes, as well as everyone in the comment or in the bottom right of the screen. Click that and then click repost, which is the second one to the in the middle specifically. So click repost. It'll help send it out to other people.
Angie, thank you for the 5. Harry, thank you for the 5. Khalil, thank you for the 2. Vicky, thank you for the 2. And Patricia, thank you so much for the 5. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good, man. Yeah, so it's on multiple sources. I mean, news sources just saying like his rhetoric perpetuated violence in Minnesota. If you don't think so, like, again, that's your opinion.
I just read you his direct quote. Did you hear his quote that I read off?
Santana, I understand that he had that quote. He's also said many other things. So like we can pick and choose what he said and interpret it the way we want. But I just want to point out, like, you did say that you don't care about the physical damage, and like that's not a
I'm sorry. He's just going to focus on that and then not focus on this position. This is especially why I think that we need to, like, rhetorically speaking, focus here.
What am I not focusing
on this specific point? Focus on the fact that you literally support violence, you pardoned violence on your side, and none of the people who are in Congress at all specifically support this on the Democratic side.
That's just not true.
Name a person outside of Jay Jones.
That's just not true. I already did, dude.
Who?
Tim Walz.
Tim Walz did not do that. You're lying.
Why? How am I lying? Prove that I'm lying.
You didn't provide the quote. You still looked it up and couldn't find it.
Yeah, can you? I mean, I gave you a quote. Can you get? Yes, sure. Can you give us any direct violent quote from Tim Walz? Because I gave you one that's the counterpoint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, 6'8" Tony, thank you so much for the 5. And absolutely, facts absolutely matters.
Yeah, it's so absurd. It's like they're trying to like pivot away from this point. Like I really wish they would address that. Kyle, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. They said, Trump defenders, stop pretending and just say you like the dictator stuff. The mask is off. Seriously, it's crazy.
Literally.
It's crazy at this point. As well as Jacob, thank you for the $10. Thank you. They said you don't need to, Kyle said you don't need to run defense for it anymore. Literally, exactly. It's insane.
That's what I've been saying all day. Like, you guys.
And they said my Christmas decorations are still up in February. Okay, I'm keeping them up. I'm keeping them up. Wicked, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. We're keeping them up. Christmas for life. Christmas all year. Mello, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Can we some W's for them in the comment section? It looks decent. Still, it's not even like dying. Yeah, I'm not so great I'm not so great at keeping my plants alive. I'm really bad. I should just get a fake one. I should seriously just get a fake one.
Okay, Parker. So he said, just plain grabbing individuals, unmasked people grabbing individuals and throwing them in unmarked vans.
Wait, and when you're grabbing that, can you tell us? Hey, when you're grabbing that, can you tell us where we can find this and read it ourselves? Just like I told you exactly where to find the quote that I was given.
For sure, yeah. KSTP.com.
What was the title?
ABC Eyewitness News.
I can't hear you and you're out of the app, so you know.
I know, man. I'm trying to swipe in and out to give you the proper information that you need. I got you. I've been on lives before. It's Governor Tim Walz' campaign of brutality.
Governor Tim Walz what?
Quote, campaign of brutality, end quote. Governor Tim Walz encourages Minnesotans to remain peaceful, bring federal law enforcement presence.
Wait, in the title it says he encourages people to remain peaceful.
Yeah, and then he goes on to quote, say that you should stand your ground, continue protesting, continue obstructing. Do not let these masked individuals take
wait.
Minnesotans
When did you say obstructing? When did you say obstructing?
Here, hold on.
Also, how is that advocating for violence?
Yeah, none of this is violence. Literally in the title, by the way, that he cited, it literally says.
He said the day of retribution and reckoning. The day of retribution and reckoning is coming.
Yeah, that's like specifically holding them accountable once they get out of office. That's what he means.
I don't know. I interpret that as something else.
Wait. By the way, that is such a vague point to make and to say that that's violent when Donald Trump explicitly has called for the execution of some Democrats. He reposted someone saying AJNG them George Washington would, and you're just totally okay with supporting him.
Pull that up. Show me.
Also, just FYI, I did a quick Control F search of the article that you just gave me, the quotes.
Yeah.
There's nowhere in this quote that does it says obstruction. Like the actual word obstruction is not used in this at all.
Hold on, Santana.
He just made that up.
Alrighty. Well, I'm pulling it up right now. The fact that he hasn't seen this is insane. Really surprised. Alrighty.
The President of the United States of
Let me know when you're ready, bud.
Is this Dean reporting live, bro? What the fuck? I don't care. What?
Dude, it's like...
No. Parker.
Hey, dude,
no, your news
shut
source
the
can't
fuck
be your...
up. Dude, people are so annoying.
Your source is your best friend, bro. What?
Dude, he's citing the fucking information so I can show it to you on the screen, you fucking annoying piece of shit. Shut the fuck up, dude. You're so annoying.
He said, shut the fuck up.
Okay,
like, be quiet,
Parker's
dude.
funny as shit.
Genuinely shut. Why do people crash out when they see Dean? Like, shut the fuck up.
Dude.
Listen.
As long as that's not your...
Be quiet. If you don't shut the fuck up, I'll kick you. I'm done talking to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. I will if you don't shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, it's okay.
Genuinely be quiet. Let me fucking play the video.
of America, Donald Trump, is now demanding the execution.
Christ, dude. So annoying.
Are you okay?
Can you shut the fuck up, dude?
Hanging of any Democrat urging our military. Reporting this headline in my life. And just to clarify, you heard me right. If you want members of our military to honor their oath and uphold the Constitution, then Donald Trump wants you dead. So here's everything that you need to know. Donald Trump posted this on Truth Social. He responded to a post published by the Washington Examiner titled, "Democratic Veterans in Congress Urge Service Members to Refuse Unspecified Unlawful Orders," by saying that this is really bad and dangerous to our country and that their words cannot be allowed to stand. He then followed that up with a second post that reads, "This is seditious behavior, punishable by death." And then he reposted a comment that reads, quote unquote, "Hang them, George Washington would."
Wholly out of context, bro.
How is that out of context?
So disingenuous, Parker.
How is it out of context?
No, I'm done, bro. You're a clown.
He's gonna run away. Watch, he's gonna run
No.
away.
Run away.
What a coward! What a coward! It's not even out of
No,
context.
no.
What a coward!
Show me.
He's running away right now. How? What a coward! He's gonna run away like a little fucking, a little.
He said,
kid.
"Go
Run
join
away,
a
buddy.
BLM riot." He's fucking racist
Parker,
as
show me
fuck.
the retweet. Show
He
me
said,
the
"Santana, go join a
I just showed
BLM
you
riot."
direct response. No,
What the
you didn't. You
fuck?
showed me a video that Dean clipped together. Show me.
Like how when they fold, they
this
just
is the
start saying
direct
random ass shit.
response. What did he respond to
This is it.
when they said "hang them, George Washington would"?
So to clarify, so that was in response to the original story that we showed you. I can
Show
go back
me.
and play
Show
the
me.
clip. He already
No,
did
just
show
show
you,
me.
but we'll go back and play. I have to
This is
restart.
the most dystopian thing I've ever
the
seen.
video.
Donald
Not Dean's video. Show me the original.
He's crashing.
Source.
The
Chat.
president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, is now demanding.
It's like, dude, this
Santana,
is
go join a
literally,
BLM riot, bro. Come on, dog.
dude. It's like he can't. He's purposely trying to say things to like deflect away from the points that I'm making.
The execution,
Parker,
more
is that your only
specifically the
source?
hanging of
Listen,
any Democrat
I'm literally
urging our
showing you.
military to ignore
show
any
me the
unlawful
source?
order given to them.
Dude, what a child. Like,
Not
chill.
Dean. Not Dean.
Hey. I know Dean makes
Did
you
Dean-
crash out, buddy. Nice
no,
crash
no,
out.
we're all good. I've talked
Nice
to Dean
crash out.
before.
Nice
I've
crash
talked
out.
to Dean. You're just a
You're
short plus
crashing
version
out.
of Dean.
You're literally crashing
Okay.
out.
All right.
You're crashing out, man.
Nope, I'm all good. You're the one
You're
that
literally
blew up
crashing out.
cursing, bro. You said,
Okay,
shut the
take a
fuck
look.
up. Shut
This
the
is
fuck
it.
up, bro. My
This is
boyfriend's
it,
on the
right here.
screen. Shut the fuck up.
This is it. Look, it says Democratic veterans in Congress.
Bro's
urge
mad
service
as
members to
fuck.
refuse
Shit.
unspecified unlawful orders. That's it.
Okay. And where's the reply?
He's a little
Directly
crash out.
to that?
Yeah, this is the reply directly to that. Watch.
Why are you just showing me Dean's clip art video, Parker? Pull up the
Because it
source.
shows you on the screen.
He clipped a video together, Parker.
Dude, it's not a video. These are screenshots from the fucking
Exactly.
page. Like, what are you
That's
talking
not. That's
about?
not clipping
Look,
things.
it
together.
literally
He was
shows.
reporting
You
on
see
it.
this on the
Somebody's
screen?
clipping things
It
together
shows
is
how
crazy.
Trump responds to this. This is really
Yeah.
bad and dangerous to our country. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. Seditious behavior from traitors. Lock them up, President DJT. And then watch this.
Where's the sentence under death?
After is him retweeting someone saying HANG them, George Washington would.
That's not.
Christ, dude. Literally just did. Like, I don't know how many more times you need me to show me it. I just showed literally just did. Like, I don't know how many more times you need me to show me it. I just showed it to you.
Wait, hold on. So just because the quote tweet or whatever you want to call it was in reply to the Washington Examiner, the actual article that linked lawful orders. So he was replying directly to that and to those people that made the video. That's why he replied to the Washington Examiner, who had the article with the video from the actual lawmakers. So yes, he was talking about the lawmakers that were in the video from that article.
So instead of calling out the individuals,
Also, it's annoying when people say that, like,
just calling out the article.
It's annoying when people say that, like, I'm referencing Dean as my source. No, that's just where it's categorized, where you can see the information. We're referencing his Truth Social page. I just don't want to have to scroll through his whole Truth Social page, every single post that he makes, because it will take me literally 20 minutes to do so, because he posts so much on Truth Social. But
Parker,
I've seen it already on Truth Social myself.
Okay, I understand that. When I said I need a source and you were playing that video, it wasn't like just Dean popped up and, oh God, it's Dean. Like, I wanted to ensure that you were showing me actual information and not like a opinion piece, like a Harry Sisson or a Dean Withers video.
This isn't
That's
an
all.
opinion
Not an
piece. This was
opinion
from his
piece.
Truth Social page.
Santana, I understand. I understand.
Yeah, sure. The reason why Parker actually showed that was to actually
Go
point of reference.
riot,
It wasn't
bro.
about what I know. Listen, you can
Go
keep trying your
riot,
racist
buddy.
dog whistles all you. I
That's
don't
what I
give
said.
a
He
fuck
keeps doing
about your
racist
dog
ass
whistles.
shit.
I don't.
Weird
Brad.
ass motherfucker.
Yes.
Racist ass
You wish that you
motherfucker.
could just hang out with your clan.
He keeps just
chiefs and
saying that.
be as
That's so
racist as you
gross.
fucking want. But guess what? Until you say it with your chest, I don't give a fuck about your microaggressions or your dog whistles. If you're gonna be racist, then just fucking be racist. With Dean is because there was the actual listing about the point of evidence that was being displayed on the screen.
And I just said I understand that, Santana. I said the initial reaction to me saying, show me an actual source, was because I don't want to see Dean ramble on for 2 minutes. Like, that's your source. And then Parker said, shut the fuck up.
The source was not Dean rambling on. It was literally what he showed on the screen.
I know. I just said, yes, that's correct.
I'm telling you to shut up so I could show you it, because instead of actually like looking at the information, be like, oh my god, that's so annoying. Like that's
you
what it was.
had a very visceral reaction initially, dude. So
yeah, because of the fact that it's annoying, and I just want you to look at the information.
Calm down with the mute, buddy. It's okay.
That's me. That is me.
Slap nuts.
That's literally me, because you're being so.
It's not me slap nuts.
Santana.
Santana's funny as shit.
Are you done muting?
If you stop interrupting.
Fair enough. So Santana said that he is fine with property damage. Are you fine with property damage?
No.
Like I was. Okay. So you guys have differing opinions.
Also,
on that.
you misappropriating what I said.
No, I'm not, man.
You are. It's fine. I got you. To be clear, I said I don't care about the property damage that occurred because of the people who were showing their absolute disdain for watching a black man die on national television. I care more about the people losing their lives versus the property. I am not advocating for property damage. I'm not advocating for violence, but I understand the actual backlash that occurred due to watching a black man lose his life on television. And while I am not advocating for that, literally that's why property insurance exists. Okay. That is my point.
So Santana, do you condemn the individuals that looted and burned down a Champs shoe store?
I don't condemn shit.
In Tampa, Florida.
I don't condemn shit.
Right, I know you don't,
I'm not
bro.
condemning anything, because that's not what we're talking about. You can try to deflect and get a gotcha all you want to.
Not a gotcha,
bro. The reason why, the problem is
you can't distinguish between proper protests and property damage and looting. You're the one that's
actually sitting here trying to, you're the hypocrite, right? Because you brought this up and you tried to defend the people that rioted for January the 6th.
No, I never brought up J6. I said I condemn all of them. I don't agree with any of them.
You still support Trump, in despite of the fact that wait, hold up. It's so hypocritical, because you support Trump in despite of the fact that he literally called them patriots and pardoned them, right? When Democrats have unequivocally condemned the violence that is committed, specifically those that have been running for political office. You had to lie about Tim Walz in order to try and make a comparison, which clearly wasn't there, even if that was true, which it clearly wasn't. So would you like to actively address the fact that you support the violence yourself?
How long? Well, both sides do, for sure.
I don't. Name how I support the violence. Give me a single reason that you could say I support violence.
Well, I don't know if you do. I'm going to ask you the same question, but Santana for sure does, because I just asked him a direct question.
When did I say I support violence? You're fucking lying.
Do you condemn the individuals that burned down businesses and looted in response to a African American being unalived? Is that proving a point, or is that peaceful protesting, Santana?
Oh, my question. Cool.
Do you condemn?
I got you. Don't
do you
worry
condemn
about
those
it.
actions?
I got you. Listen, I got you right here. Don't worry about it. I don't give a fuck about you and your morality when it comes to black people responding to racism and being fucking murdered. I'm sorry. I don't care about your pearl clutching and you thinking that you have it got me. I speak for myself. I don't speak for Parker. I don't speak for anyone else. I speak for myself. I don't give a fuck about the property damage that was caused by people who were actually pissed off and responding to a black man dying on television. How about you worry about the black man that lost his life instead of the fucking Champ shoe store or any other property that you want to talk about? You're such a fucking hypocrite. You don't care, and you're trying to use this as a gotcha. But you know what? You can't get me, because I don't give a shit about property damage. I care about people's lives.
I know you don't. You're blind to your own It's insane, dude. It is wild. And white people are racist, bro. It's fucking crazy.
Do you see it? By the way, that was not him being racist, by the way, at all. Like, I don't know where you got that.
It is wild.
Hold up, pause.
What the
Pause.
fuck is he
Like how,
doing?
again, you didn't address not a single one of my positions, nor did you address the fact that you support violence in the fact that you support Donald Trump, even though he's pardoned violent rioters who beat police officers on January 6th, over a candidate that clearly does not support the violence. So you're completely okay with supporting the violence as long as it's in support of the orange man and whatever he wants to do in terms of getting into the Oval Office.
Would you like to address it? Can you?
Yeah,
condemn the
I disagree and condemn specifically committing violence, right, in any circumstance that we're referencing.
Cool. I also condemn the J6 rioters.
Then why can't you condemn supporting Trump when he's the one that supports violence and Democrats do not support violence? That's you being hypocritical.
How? So I have to
because you support a candidate that's violent over. Wait, no, you support a candidate that promotes violence, calls for death threats from the Oval Office over a candidate that does not. Okay? You cause more disunification in this country. You cause more violence in this country by supporting people like that. Stop sitting there and pointing the finger at everyone else when they're fucking obviously pointing out the fact that they disagree with violence, but are okay with or taking into consideration the fact that it makes sense that people responded a certain way when they saw someone murdered on fucking live television with no justification, it being defended by conservatives repeatedly over and over again.
How about Charlie Kirk?
You understand that, right?
How about Charlie?
You disagree with Charlie Kirk being murdered. I was 30 to 40 feet away when it happened.
I know you were. So I'm asking you, you obviously condemn that. That was violence demonstrated on the left. So obviously,
but was that supported by me? Was that supported by our administration? Was it supported by a Democratic lawmaker?
Parker, you condemn Trump every day. You agree with people that fight against Trump every day. The individual that unalive
the United States of America.
Thank you, Santana.
Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America.
I appreciate it, brother.
You're literally trying to compare the president of the United States of America actually validating this versus a one-off individual who took the issues into their own hand. You cannot actually stack these things up, no matter if it's an actual political commentator, no matter if it's someone on a TikTok live. We do not stand up against the president of the United States of America who is advocating for the death of political opponents. You have no moral high ground. They do not equate.
Okay,
Brad, you're trying to compare Twitter comments? Yeah, you're trying to compare Twitter comments to the president of the United States literally engaging in death threats from the Oval Office.
I'm not comparing a Twitter comment. Santana, you can't condemn a group of individuals because of the color of their skin, even if they commit violent acts. So I'm not interested in having like a
property crimes aren't violent acts. When did I say that I advocated for violence?
Was anyone injured in the BLM riots, Santana?
Sure, but property crimes. I'm talking about property crimes. I never said anything about violent crimes. I said property crimes.
Let's go one step further.
There's a difference between property crimes and violent crimes. So please stop trying to pigeonhole me into something that I did not say.
You know what's annoying? I'm actually going to stop him right now, Brad, stop focusing on beliefs that Santana has to deflect away from the violence that you support yourself. This is fucking annoying. I'm trying to demonstrate a point right here, and you keep deflecting away by trying to constantly address some other perspective rather than addressing the argument that I'm providing you right now. Address the fucking point, genuinely.
Okay, Parker.
Stop this bullshit.
Okay,
this is annoying as fuck. I don't want to have to keep evading around these arguments. I would love for you to directly address my points. Is that okay?
I will talk to you directly. I will talk to you directly. This is what happens, by the way, when you have a 2v1 and there's another person on the panel. You start addressing
this is what happens when a racist is faced with the fact that they have to talk to a black person. But please answer Parker's question.
Okay, Santana, I probably have more black friends than you, brother.
That's tokenization. You're fucking racist. You don't even understand. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. The big 26, bro, and you're still it's wild.
Did he just try to own a black person by saying that he has more black friends than a black person? Like, that is the most fucking ridiculous, dumb shit I've ever fucking heard. On Black History Month, by the way. What the fuck is wrong with you? Genuinely.
Parker, shut the fuck up, Parker.
You're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot.
This dude's a fucking jackass.
Give me an actual argument relating to my points instead of deflecting away like the little fucking child and coward you are.
Hi, mommy.
State the point. State the point that you want a direct answer to.
Yeah, you specifically support Donald Trump even though he supports violence and engaged in death threats from the Oval Office himself. He pardoned violent rioters who beat police officers. He called them patriots. And then he actively himself literally called for the execution of some Democrats because they had to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders, right? And you still support him even though the opposing side who was running for office did not support any of that violence.
Virtue signal month. Yeah. So you
embarrassed. You see how he doesn't address the points?
That's a comment. That's a comment, bro. That was a comment in the chat. Calm down. So to your first point.
Why are you reading a random comment instead of arguing my points?
He just said some racist shit. I just peeped. He just said monkey or some weird shit.
4 years.
He's literally been doing it the whole time.
You just did that. You just did that.
Who am I talking?
You're so
am I
embarrassing.
talking to you or Santana? Who am I
You're talking to me, genius. Now engage the point.
Cool. So 4 years served for the act of insurrection at the Capitol. I deem that as a sufficient sentence. You may not. I do. And so they were pardoned after serving 4+ years. Second, the call for unalivings that you're referring to, not once did he direct that towards a specific individual. That is not a death threat. I don't know if you understand that or not. That is a generalization and a comparison to George Washington from the 1700s.
Hang them isn't a death threat? Hang them is not a death threat? Are you fucking kidding me?
Who's he referring
Saying
to
hang them is,
Parker?
He's referring to Mark Kelly, Elizabeth Slotkin, and other individuals that were on that video that specifically said that you should not you should follow unlawful orders and not follow unlawful orders.
Hold on 1 second.
And also, you don't know the difference between commuting and pardoning. Pardoning completely gets rid of the crime and the charge and everything about it, the conviction and everything. Whereas commuting would end the sentence early. So he pardoned them, not commuting.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that too.
So again, you're okay with violence, violent criminals being released into the streets. You're okay with supporting violence, right? Specifically that happened on January 6th, and still supporting a candidate that supports that. And then you're completely okay with defending a candidate that called for the death threats, right, of the literally Democratic veterans in Congress who said to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders.
No, I'm fine with pardoning the individuals that were non-violent and served 4 years due to mass arresting.
Wait, I'm talking about the people who are violent, not the unviolent. No, wait, I'm talking about the people who are violent, not non-violent individuals.
Okay, can you please tell me who the violent individuals were and who
For
the
example,
ones were?
DJ Rodriguez drove a stun gun to the neck of a police officer, which led to that police officer having a heart attack. Do you think that DJ Rodriguez should have been pardoned?
When did this officer unalive?
I never said he unalived. I said that it led to him having a heart attack.
Oh, did he unalive from the heart attack?
No.
And when did the heart attack happen, Parker? It didn't happen the same day. No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
Wait, you understand that it led to this happening? Like, that's what I'm saying. The
No.
stress caused by the accident led to... Wait, by the way, this was testified by the officer. I don't know why you're saying this.
When did the heart attack happen? After the stun gun administered.
Let me see the specific time period. How long did it take after?
Okay.
Let me see.
Okay.
Did officer...
They're weird.
The heart attack within an hour.
I mean, he's weird. Not there. He's weird. But when did it happen?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, during the attack. And then he was assaulted by rioters and sustained multiple injuries, including burns and a traumatic brain injury, which led to his heart attack.
Also, one other thing I want to call out while he's looking this up this is for the chat, not for Brad, because I don't really give a shit about what Brad says. If anyone's interested in the actual quote unquote violent protesters that were a part of the BLM protest, there was a complete comprehensive investigation that was done, and you can take a look. It's on congress.gov where they posted the information. It's titled Far-Right Infiltrators and Agitators in George Floyd Protests, Indicators of White Supremacists. And it talks about the multiple far-right white supremacist groups that actually were involved in the quote-unquote riots that actually led to them breaking into and stealing out of different local businesses. And then also it highlights like some of the people that were involved, including Jacob Peterson, which happened to be a member of the police force, but was dressed up. He had on had an umbrella and had a face mask and all this other stuff, and causing additional issues. So a lot of the agitators that were a part of the protests were later found and identified by the FBI as far as being far right people who were just literally trying to cause additional issues.
So is Brad. Thank you for the $5 for this, guys. An embarrassment to the rest of us Brads out here. Thank you so much, Brad. Candace, thank you so much for the $2. Sarah, thank you so much for pushing the $5. Thank you so much.
Brad,
that's absolutely crazy.
Brad
I'm so sorry to hear that. And happy late birthday. Thank you so much. Lori, thank you for the $5 as well. Thank you so much. Serena, thank you so much for the $5 as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I know they literally have no information.
You support ICE? Well,
as well as
you're supporting the wrong shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Some people to think on YouTube as well. Do give me a quick second. If
I support. I would look, and that's the thing. Look, honestly, I'm not even being biased.
For the 5,300 people,
I would support ICE if if there was facts that they did the right thing, like they're actually out here deporting bad people. But when you're plain as day killing civilians and just causing a disturbance for no reason, I don't think that's helping anything. And I'm mixed, by the way. That's cool. I feel like still heritage, nationality, any of that, they don't have nothing to do with none of that. You know what I mean? I think people are just kind of blind to, you know what I'm saying, what Trump's actually doing to the world right now. And that's nothing to you. I think we just need to stop looking at the news and stuff and kind of just look for ourselves. Go look at research and just look for ourselves, honestly.
People in the stream, do that if you can. I would really, really, really appreciate it. Oh, wait, did it literally limit the... I think it limited my push to this, or the monetization of the stream. What the fuck? That's annoying. But yeah, let me see if I can catch up with everyone. Give me 1 second, everyone. Rodika, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Gretchen, thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Seriously, where was he? Thank you so much. As well as thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. He said, Millennial Hero back in school. Does the program called Rift still exist? I'm not quite sure. Matthew, thank you for the $10 as well. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Groups of W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you. Azimuth, thank you so much for the appreciate the $50 on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Azimuth, thank you so much. Groups of W's for Azimuth in the comment section right now. Mark with the $10. Thank you so much. Erotica, thank you for the $5. Budget Cardboard, thank you for the $10. Paul Evans, thank you so much for the $70 on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much. Can we get some W's for them in the comment section right now? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Seriously, W's for them. Hawkeye, thank you for the $10. Devin, thank you for the $5. Skeets, thank you for the $5. JD Mac, thank you for the 5. Dylan, thank you for the $7. Luna with the €6. Joe, thank you for the $5. Kim with the $10. Skeets with the $5. Thank you. Chiz, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $2. Thank you. Carolyn, thank you for the $2 as well. Thank you. Skeets, thank you for the $2. Thank you. And for the $2 as well. Devonshire, thank you so much. I appreciate the $20 as well. Thank you so much again. The Blessed One, thank you for the $5. Haley, thank you for the $10.
Jeez.
And Ryan, thank you for the $10. Daniel, thank you for the $5. Patty, thank you for the 5 as well. Hawkeye, again, thank you for the $10. Sarah with the €6. Thank you. Herbie, thank you so much for the €6 as well. I think I'm fully caught up. If you're on YouTube, again, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. As well as Mason, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. Hopefully tonight we will, or later today after the stream we will. But thank you very much, as well as Dakota. Thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. And Maria, thank you so much for the $15. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And Dakota, I definitely will try to do that. Thank you very much. As well as Maria, thank you for the $15. Thank you. And Sohel, thank you for the $2. Alrighty. Continue with what you were saying?
Yeah, so Parker, 1,600 insurrectionists were being faced with charges. I don't agree that the ones that committed like violent acts, like a stun gun to the neck, should be commuted or pardoned. I disagree with that. However, I think it was like 170 individuals participated in actual violent acts that could be considered violent, whether it be pushing, shoving, putting a hand on an officer at all.
No, not just putting a hand on an officer is considered a crime. That's ridiculous.
Yes, it is. That's assault.
Touching an officer, just like poking.